Let's take a moment to examine the components of the systems model in a bit more detail. An environment is any condition or circumstance that is external to the boundaries of the political system being examined. Thus, a political system may respond to social, economic, or physical conditions, or it may respond to inputs from other external political systems. At any rate, it is proper to think of environmental conditions in terms of systems and in the plural. Input structures are the channels, linkages, and connections from the environments to government institutions. These individuals and organizations or institutions serve to recruit political actors, nominate and elect public officials, represent people, set agendas for public discussion and action, and articulate demands and supports to public officials. Inputs into governmental structures include demands for specific public policy action and general support for the political system or one of its parts. Diffuse support contributes to the long-term maintenance and stability of the political system. Government institutions are the familiar legislative, executive, judicial, and bureaucratic branches of government. These institutions may be referred to as conversion structures because they convert demands and supports into public policy outputs. Government institutions pass the laws, appropriate the money, and make rules and regulations, whether formal or informal, for implementing policies. Public policy outputs are of two kinds: policy statements and implementation. Previously, we have used the terminology authorizing decisions and implementing actions. Policy statements include legislative statutes, executive orders, administrative rules and regulations, and judicial decisions, as well as informal policy pronouncements. Implementing actions are those activities undertaken by administrators and other political actors to carry out the policy statement. Outputs are generally characterized as either benefits or deprivations imposed on a particular target group. Policy outcomes are the short and long-term effects that policies have on environmental conditions. Outcomes feed back into the policy process and have an impact on the formulation of new policies. Thus, as the feedback loop indicates, the policy process is a continual cycle. In studying politics and public policy, the systems model can be used to 1. Convey the idea of government as part of a larger system made up of political actions. 2. Identify the parts of the political system and the relationship of each part to the others. 3. Show the linkages or connections between the environments and the political structures, as well as linkages among parts of the political system itself. 4th, demonstrate how external variables in the environments stimulate political activity and perhaps may ultimately necessitate public policies. Number 5, allow us to develop possible explanations for government performance by focusing on the various parts and their interconnections. And 6, show that public policy outputs and outcomes are the product of political activity occurring within the system, that public policy is the result of political processes.